1, agreement for the sale of former Kittanning Senior High School and parking lot. Do I have a motion on the floor to, so Mrs. Gay, second? Ms. Lowe? Any discussion on that? Questions, comments?
I have a question about the subdivision approval. Does it take both entities?
I believe it is an involvement of Kittanning Borough as well as Armstrong County Planning Department.
Right.
A simple subdivision is usually pretty pro forma once the surveyor files the division of that property. The division, by the way, is separating out the athletic complex, the athletic field, from the building and parking lot. This conveyance is only the building and the parking lot.
Is there, excuse me, is there a time frame? I mean, we have to have this, the settlement has to be done 60 days after the signing of this agreement. Now, those...
Or it's really after court approval and or subdivision approval, whichever's last, is when the closing would occur.
Okay, should one of these, okay, no, okay, thank you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's the later of whichever occurs. We have to go get court approval,
right.
but we also are gonna have to get subdivision. So whichever comes the last, we close within 60 days.
So we could do the subdivision after the court.
Yes, we could
Okay.
probably do that, but either way, sooner or later, you're gonna wanna subdivide that property. And I may have misspoken, our closing might be 30 days after that.
Settlement closing, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that's 30 days.
okay, yeah, I said 60. We have to file in court within 60 days.
Okay.
And then after court approval and or subdivision approval, we close 30 days after.
I have a question.
Any other-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm not, thanks.
Ms. Muller?
At this point, we're not committed to Emerald City until this resolution's approved.
This resolution is approving the agreement of sale and this resolution's approving the agreement of sale. We then are committed to proceeding to obtain court approval.
Okay. Now, we have
It's not
not
final
until
until court approval.
approval. We don't have anything in writing from Emerald City at this point on their offer, or do we, or is it verbal?
No, you received an offer for $27,111, and they dropped off hand money and the agreement of sale that's in your
Okay.
backup.
Now, is there anything holding the district back from negotiating with other entities that are out there that may have expressed an interest?
Now, the district can do what they want at this point.
Okay, because there was an outfit that did express an interest. I just wonder if the district approved or pursued that to get anything in writing from them.
But we had a conversation with multiple entities regarding this property.
Okay, the one, you know which one I'm talking about. I think it's Church Group.
Yeah, we had discussions with them as well.
Did we ask them for anything in writing?
We met with them in person, they sent a letter of interest to us, and we had further discussions face to face regarding their intent and what they wanted to do.
Is there a reason why we didn't pursue that?
I think it was the board's discretion to work through the process that after the bids went out, we received the bids, rejected the bids, and the board agreed to go out and negotiate a private negotiated sale, of which we did. Those people, the church entity you're speaking of didn't come to the table until after the fact. The board felt like it was important to honor their word with a verbal commitment to Emerald City, and that brings us to where we are today.
Okay, now the group that bid the first time that was higher than Emerald City, did they come back at all?
There was
submit a proposal?
further discussions with members of the board and Kittanning Borough. to vet both entities who were interested in that property.
Okay, they didn't come back with an offer of hiring 25,101 or anything?
Not to my knowledge.
27,000.
Well, they bid 25,101. That's what I'm saying, did they come back with a new proposal, as did Emerald City?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did they know to, I guess is my next question. Did they know that you were looking for something?
Yeah,
ready?
we communicated with all the entities who were involved in discussions with this property on multiple occasions.
And they knew that you needed it in writing?
I assumed that they did, they gave us the initial offer, right? Yeah.
Except for the last one.
Well, they sent a letter of interest.
With an amount?
Hmm?
Well, I guess I'm, under getting at, it's a lot larger amount. Why did we not try to follow up and pursue that with them? Because the property's not taxable for, 7 more years. And to make it worth our while, between the price they offered, supposedly offered, whether they commit to it or not, and the 27,000, it'd take 25 years to get a full tax on that property. I mean, Emerald may sell that by that time, who knows? I mean, if they start paying tax Emerald City in 8 years, it's gonna take another 20 years to catch up to $75,000 difference, let's put it that way.
Well, I can't speak for the board or Tanning Borough, obviously, but you are allowed to take into consideration more than just a sales price.
No, no, I
As far as
understand.
what the property will be doing for serving the community in the long run.
But there's no guarantees that Emerald City's gonna be there for the long run either.
There was really no guarantee we had an offer from someone else.
That's what that's what I was getting at. Did we ask them to give us an offer in writing?
There was a discussion of what they were willing to pay for the property.
Which was substantially more than this.
It was $100,000, that's what it was.
Okay, I'm done asking.
But that $100,000 was in the one correspondence we had from them after an inspection. I think there was another stipulation they had there too. So they were fishing, and then we bid on it, and hoping to delay this, I assume, but that $100,000 was just out there. And after inspections, they probably would have come down lower.
Yeah, we can
It-
that, but
It's just, and I don't know where 75,000 came from.
that's the difference between the 25 bid and the 100,000 they offer.
That I think that they also used the term,
Not
what,
bid.
in the neighborhood or around 100,000.
Okay.
We have this in writing. We don't in that.
No, I understand. I'm just asking, did we try to get it in writing?
Well, we've had conversations, but we don't have anything in writing, and that's what you have to go by, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
And after the agreement is approved today, if it is, we can't negotiate with anybody else. We're tied in with Emerald City.
If you would negotiate with anybody, it would always have to be with the idea that they're only there possibly if something falls through. I think you ought to be upfront with people, let them know that.
I agree, 100%. I'm done.
Any further
I'm
discussion?
good.
Okay. No further discussion? Can we have a roll call vote on business 1?
Mr. Chauncey,
Yes.
Ms. Lote,
Yes.
Dr. Lobby,
Yes.
Mr. Mulroy,
No.
Mr. Scaife,
Yes,
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Number voting yes 5, number voting no 1, 3 absent, motion carries.
Thank you. I believe that's it.